Hey everyone! Whew, there has been some heavy energy out there recently. Over the past 2 weeks, I have received over a dozen emails and messages from chaser twin flames freaking out about their current separation. And I get it. I've been there. And I think that it's important to assuage the ego and begin to really sit deeply into our healing work, that we understand why the runner twin actually runs. Not surprisingly, it's the same for every single twin flame pair, and I hope that this video sheds some light on what's going on with your twin. When one day they were completely in love with you, and then the next, they peaced out. If you watched my video on twin flames and the heart, third eye, and crown chakras, you'll remember that I spoke about the runner being very overdeveloped in their lower chakras. Mostly their root chakra, the chakra of ego, and their sacral chakra, the chakra of sexuality and creativity. After meeting you, their twin, their energy begins to rise and activate, but everything that they have ever known and done has been based upon external factors, which has kept them locked in this belief that their ego is the end-all be-all. For example, the belief that their purpose lies within their job, or the belief that they have responsibilities that outweigh their own happiness or anything else in their lives. Or basing every decision off of what will make them comfortable in the way that they've always been, and outwardly denying change. All of these egoic beliefs make it very uncomfortable for the runner when they're presented with you, a physical manifestation of themselves in the higher plane. And they look at you, their reflection in every way, because after all, you are them, and go, nope, no thanks, I'm not ready for that. Now, is this a conscious decision? Sometimes. But mostly it's egoic triggers that lead the runner based on preconceived notions, beliefs, and past trauma responses. But guess what? They've manifested you, and that means that they have pre-decided that they want to learn their lessons in this life. They are ready to recognize themselves as the universe and get out of the mental rat race that we humans personalize and call I. But now their ego doesn't want them to. Their ego, which they've based their entire life off of, is screaming, no, don't destroy me. So they run, because that's all they know what to do right now. And the longer and faster and harder they run, the more miserable they become. Truly. Take this knowledge in with comfort. No matter how much running your twin does, they will never be able to outrun themselves. Because you are always connected. You are the same thing. You have a bond that cannot break. You know that saying, not all who wander are lost? In this case, that's false. Every twin flame has been wandering their entire lives looking for the other, and they have been lost whilst doing so. The benefit of being a chaser is that once you've found your twin, you feel complete. The shitty thing for the runner is that once they find their twin, they're triggered to the core and run away deeper into the forest, getting more and more lost as night approaches. And fortunately, we, the chasers, want to go into the forest after them with a lantern and help them get out. But they got themselves into the forest and they need to get themselves out. We do not need to put our own well-being and safety on the line trying to help someone who doesn't want help. The runner is driven by fears, the brain, society, societal norms, and the ego. Understand that last word especially, the ego. Until the runner has had their ego degradation, all they run on is ego. You, the chaser, feel them, see them, experience them in their glorious 5D energy and heart space. And although the runner also feels these things for you, they try to filter it through ego, the only lens they have in their arsenal. And it scares the living shit out of them. The runner learns lessons whilst being together with the chaser. The chaser learns during separation. But the lessons that the runner is learning must be instilled deeply into them, and that can only be done during the separation period. So while they're off doing their thing and trying to figure out their own existential purpose in life, do your own work. Begin to see the otherworldly connection that you have with your twin. Recognize the part you play in all things, whether that's energetically, universally, or egoically. If it's egoic, take stock and break that pattern. That's what you manifested your twin for, to teach you the lessons, break your egoic patterns, and recognize yourself as the universe manifested in physical form. The runner will be back. But if they don't, then it's imperative that you get to a self-healing point where you love yourself no matter if your twin is there physically or not. Don't let the term chaser define you. You are not weak, and you are on this journey because you are actually strong enough to get through the most difficult things. You are your twin, and your twin is you. You can't control their speed of progress or process in the 3D, but you can control yours. Until next week, all of my best and highest vibrations to you.